So I've been looking at power leather burnishers a lot lately. There are a ton of really solid options. The problem with them is they're all really expensive. They're more geared towards a bigger business, someone that's pumping out a lot of product. And for the hobbyist or like myself, a smaller brand, we just don't need that level of equipment yet. I came across this Amazon burnisher and it really piqued my interest. It looked really solid and it cost just over $100. From what I could tell, this thing looked pretty good and seemed like it could do the trick. So I looked for some reviews on this thing and I couldn't really find much. There was one YouTube video that just basically showed a guy putting it together and running it, and then there was no review left on Amazon, just several people who left stars, so there wasn't a lot of help there. I did find two leather crafters that I follow on Instagram both use this thing and they do really good work. One of the guys has been using this for a while now and one of them just got it. I also noticed that Tandy is selling the same burnisher, except it's painted red and has a craft tool logo on it, and it's selling for 250 bucks. I decided to take the plunge, so here we go. Let's take a look at this thing and see if I just wasted 100 bucks. So in the box you will get kind of a useless instruction manual, the burnisher itself, your burnishing wheel. This is your sanding wheel. It's a piece of rubber and then you got to put sleeves on. I already put a sleeve on here. You get a bag of sanding sleeves, 6 of them. You'll get this weird leather polishing thing. I don't really know how it works, but it's an option, I guess. 2 weird things with springs on them. I have no idea what they are. You get these 2 arms to attach your burnishing wheel and sanding wheel. You get a couple wrenches to tighten everything on. You get a couple screws to fasten it to your desk, and a little IKEA looking Allen key to secure the arms to the side of it. I have to be honest, this isn't what I was expecting from Amazon. This thing is actually pretty solid feeling. This is all metal, the whole case here. The dial and switch feel really nice. There is a little bit of plastic, these end cap things, and then underneath is plastic. It feels really solid and I'm actually pleasantly surprised. All right, so let's toss this thing together and give it a shot. So it seems pretty easy to put together. You just put these 2 arms on, tighten the screws on each of them, then you put the attachments on either side. Use the 2 wrenches they provided to tighten everything down. And then you would just put the sanding sleeve on, which I've already done. So I do have a few wallets that need burnishing, but I figured it might be smarter just to prepare a piece of scrap and run this through first, just in case this thing decides to eat some leather today. I don't know what I was expecting here, but honestly, I'm really impressed. This thing for $100 does a really good job. And yeah, a $1,000 burnisher sander is gonna do an excellent job, but for the price, this thing's hard to beat. I can't really comment on how long this thing's gonna last because I honestly just got it, but if the motor inside is just as solid as the rest of it feels, I'm not too worried at all. I definitely recommend this to a hobby leatherworker or a smaller business such as myself, just based on my first impressions. It's solid, seems to do a good job, and it's gonna save me a ton of time in sanding and burnishing. I'll definitely do an update about this thing in a few months, just to let you know if I feel the same way or if it has actually died. And of course, I'll leave a link down in the description where you can pick this thing up. Like I said, it's just over $100. It's the same thing from what I can tell that Tandy's selling for their budget entry-level burnisher, but they sell theirs for $250. So I think this is a pretty good deal and it feels like it's gonna last a while. If you liked this video, if you could head down and hit the subscribe button. I put out leatherworking videos like this every single week on Wednesdays. You can also find me on Instagram, or if you have any questions, you can send me an email through my website, or you can leave a thing down in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.